lost our house, but we didn't lose our family. A lot of people know that, and but in that day, in the morning, I was in family court. I was going to court to get a few more days with my son, and we were in the courtroom. I was there sitting down around 11 a.m. and the phone starts ringing, and I cannot answer my phone, so I just checked was my manager, and I could not leave the courtroom. And I thought, okay, fine. I didn't take the call. And right after that, my general manager called me, and I was like, okay, something happened, right? Because my manager from Vancouver called. Right after that, the general manager called, and I said, okay, something's happening. And I didn't take the calls out. Right after that, the landlord called me. When the landlord called me, I said, something's going down, you know? And when we got the break, I stepped off the courthouse and called. And then I got the news, and then they started sending me pictures, started sending me videos, and I was pretty devastated because I believe for what the videos and the picture were showing, the fire was far away from Gracie Barra. But I was pretty sad to see all the business from people we know for the last 10 years, was burning down. And I could see on the video the people like crying, watching their business burning. And then I started asking the girls, how's Gracie Barra? It's like the fire is going towards Gracie Barra. And I don't know if you noticed, right beside us, they have a pizzeria place, and they have some apartments above the pizza place. Like, I believe 4 or 5 apartments. So people lost their house, lost everything, clothes, documents, everything. And I have to go back in court, and now, can you imagine? I there, sitting there and checking my phone all the time, and like, man, I'm losing my, my baby, right? Something I really love, and I cannot even be there. And we finished there, was around 2:30. I'm talking about 11 a.m. when I got the first call. When we finished around 2:30, I jumped in the car and ran, to get here as soon as possible. The fire didn't get inside Gracie Barra Vancouver, but they get on top, on the roof and ceiling. So big part of the roof is gone, and the ceiling also. The ceiling we're standing here can collapse anytime because the amount of water they have in there. But a few hours later, they put the fire out, and a few hours later, they let us to come in. That was in my mind when I walked down that stairs. It's going to be a few days, guys. We're going to be back up again. We're lucky the fire didn't get at Gracie Barra. Let's go downstairs. Let's see, the damage, and let's start working to get this back up. But as soon as I opened the door and put the first step in, and I look up and I saw the sky. We have no ceiling, we have no roof. And in that moment, I said, we're not gonna come back. Because I knew that was impossible to refix, to redo in days. That's gonna take months. And as I walk down and look, it's still, we are here, there's still the smoke smell is still strong. And I said, like, even if you can fix everything in 1 week, how are you gonna get rid of this smoke? And you're training here with this, breathing this smoke, and because it's gonna be for a long time. The firefighter told me, like, man, you have to change all the ceiling, everything to get rid of this smoke. It's not gonna go away. So I knew it. Right there I knew it, said, yeah, this is over, right? This is over. And this location, right? Any moment I crossed my mind, like the Gracie Barra Vancouver was over. That's never happened. But I knew, it was over. And then I looked, I said, we can save the mats, because the water was coming down, so let's save the mats. So we took it off the mats, put it back in the dry place in the back where the weight room was. And start getting computers, that's what I'm saying. The most important thing is our staff and students, they are here training that day. The evacuating time, nobody got hurt. And the other good news is we saved the most important things, is the mats and your attendance card. And how are you gonna find a space this big, and move everything in a matter of days? This is heavy. This is heavy because there's so many people counting on us. And during Thursday, I tried to figure out things, and I got a call from a guy called Nick. Actually on the WhatsApp. It's like, hey professor, I'm watching what's going on. I want to help. Man, we need a new house. And this guy, I want to help. I'm gonna create a GoFundMe. I'm gonna create a GoFundMe to help you guys. You need financial support for sure. I say, yeah, please, thank you, right? But I didn't know this guy. This guy sent to me the link. Hey professor, the GoFundMe is good, is on. And one day he sent that to me. I thought, whoa, wait a minute. Who's this guy who is asking for money, using our names, and I don't even know him? So let me check who this guy is. And then I typed his name on the Facebook, and then I found him. He's a Gracie Barra black belt from Ottawa, east of Canada. And we never met. And this guy, when I saw that, I said, damn. And we already was getting like message, calls for friends, right? And then he posted that. That was a huge blow. People start sharing, and people start donating. And then I was opening my Facebook, was the picture, that picture is never gonna come out of my mind, is that picture was Professor Marco. He was sitting in the car across the street, and someone took a picture from behind him, and he was with our Gracie Barra hoodie. So they have our shield, the GB shield on his back, and the firefighter in the background, and for the background was the Gracie Barra School. It's on cover of smoke. So that picture is never gonna, and I'm glad I wasn't here because I can't imagine what our staff went through to have to watch that. At least when I got here, it was kind of over. I didn't have to sit down like then and watch it burn down. And just to get here and see everything destroyed was pretty rough. But even though I know our staff, they cry a lot, they were hug each other, and I wasn't here to do that with them, but also I wasn't here. It's not because I don't want to be here. As I said, I had something to do, and I could not leave. But also, at the end of the day, I'm such God knows what He does, because it would definitely be way harder for me to, if I was here watching this burning down. So, Professor Nick put this GoFundMe, and in less than 24 hours, they reached 20 grand. And people from the 5 continents, like France, people I don't even know, people that not even Gracie Barra, donating or calling or giving support. And that's when we stop, right? Like when you were outside here, many people from the community, and I don't know, and they come in guys, you need help, you need to carry someone. So do you need to carry something? What can I do? Look, I have a car. I can bring it here to, you can put your stuff. You know, the other business around, so you can use my business as storage. Put your stuff in there, you know. And from the first moment, we felt the love and the support. And I measured that. That's a good management, and gives to us a good idea everything we have done in this place in the last 10 years. How the friendship we built, you know, the community we built around this place, you know, and it's coming together. And it was nice. I used this. I called my professor and I said, we lost our house, but we didn't lose our family. And that was something came up in my mind because I knew it. The team was strong and was united, you know, and that's what's matter. And I said, yep, we lost our house. It's gone, but our family, you know, is safe and is united. And they're standing behind us, and that's how we need, right, to moving forward, right. And actually, this place always gonna be my heart, and I don't know if we're gonna come back here. I don't think so. But this is not Gracie Barra. This is what Gracie Barra used to be. This is not Gracie Barra. Gracie Barra is us. It's me. It's you. It's JP who call us and say, how can I help? And every single student, who's a TI guy, and how can I help? I'm TI, that's what I know to do. How can I help? And realtors, students who are lawyers, like doctors, actors, like they're all calling and saying, how can I help? And even though we have like students who, the former students, who are not trained for years, calling us and email say, hey, can you activate my membership? You know. And when you do that, someone do that, make you think, right? Like this person's not training with us for years, you know. And we must be very special. Probably this person have like a good memories from this place, was well treated, you know, and have love for us and for this place, you know, to do such thing, you know. And as I said, like this, I see a lot of good things out of this, right? Of course, it's sad, you know, of course, to bring you down, but at the same time, it's right beside us, right on our side. We have tons of business there down in ashes. We have people who lost their house right beside us. They have nothing to take it out because it's gone. No, and we took most of the things out. We have this huge community of students and friends and supporting us. And look, the love we got from the entire world in the last few days. No, how can I complain about that, right? And I believe the only thing could be bring me down or bring me to a point that I could not fight back if you take my family away from me.
Perfect. Are you ready to say goodbye to this place?
Yeah. Every single day I come in here, even like after the fire, right? Because that's a place I come every day. And it was funny because Friday, one day after, I have one moment we finished to carry the things and I stopped to eat, was to have a lunch was like at 6 p.m. And I remember when I finished was like 6 p.m. I said, where I go? Oh, I'm gonna go to the gym. Because that was like 6 p.m. was the busiest time here, right? So always people, the front desk need help, or the professor. And I was looking for, I'm gonna go to the gym. And right after that, I said like, I have no gym, but I'm going there. And so for the last few days, I come in here and walk, you know. And what's funny because yesterday I stand right there when I stand to teach the class, right? And I look around, I'm facing the door the people walking through, right? And so many times, like, all your faces in my mind was such incoming. You know, you were walking through that door and I was with a big smile. I was like, hey, professor, you know, and waving. So I am standing there, look to the door. You have that memories, right? Like many people, many students, you know, and families, and after that, I start like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you're a Gracie Barra student, you know what I'm talking about. And right after, once I say 5, I could hear like a loud 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because that's how this place was. It was full of energy, you know, this 2 mats full of people in the class, you know, everyone happy and you know, I'm excited to be here. And that's how we are. And that was something I was, you know, I said, man, we're not gonna have this here, right? On this location. And that's Jiu-Jitsu teach us a lot about to take the right decision in a hard moment, like, you know, in a chaos, because that's what we do, right? When someone is like choking you or trying to armbar you, and like that's a chaos. The guys want to kill you, and you know, keep your mind cool and think. Don't panic and try to make your way out. So that daily lessons we got on the mats, we bring it to our life. So we need to have a place to call home, you know, and start to get our life back, right? So it's no time to complain or to whining, and nope. We're gonna get this back. We're gonna get this running again, and create new memories in this new place.